We have a new Stories and Sips whiskey on the way, and it's a first from Dunville's. Let me tell you all about it. 2 years ago, we released our first ever Dunville's whiskey, and it was the oldest whiskey we'd ever released at the time in the Whiskey Club, and still to this date is the oldest whiskey, a 19-year-old single malt that had been aged for 15 years in a first fill bourbon barrel, and then 4 years and 10 months in a first fill ex-Oloroso sherry cask. Many of our club members rank this as one of their favourite club releases of all time. We followed that up last year with another Dunville's release, this time a 12-year-old single malt, aged in a first fill bourbon barrel and finished for 5 years in an ex-Palo Cortado sherry cask. We thought we had a great whiskey on our hands, and so did others, because it ended up winning Best Single Malt Whiskey in Ireland at the Irish Whiskey Awards 2024 for single malts aged 12 to 15 years of age. Our first ever award at Stories and Sips, and a very special whiskey for us. This year, we're going back to Dunville's for a third collaboration, and it's a special one. All of the Dunville's whiskies that you've seen here and that you see in the green labelled single cask releases have all been a combination of bourbon barrels and some type of sherry cask. But we're about to change that. For the first time ever, Dunville's is releasing a single malt through Stories and Sips that has been aged in a port cask. At the end of August, we release a 13-year-old single malt that has spent 8 years in a first fill bourbon barrel and 5 years in a first fill ruby port cask. It's a new departure for Dunville's. It's an entirely new direction in flavour for them, but it's a stunning, stunning whiskey. I'm going to share tasting notes and more details of the whiskey over the coming weeks, but I wanted to tease out to you what's coming down the line. Put your pennies aside, because it's going to be a very special whiskey which I expect to be in high demand. The first ever port cask from Dunville's. I can't wait to share it with you, and I can't wait to see what you think of this very special release.